All right, so hi guys, my name is Rashana, and today we will be doing a movie review on Pixar's Soul. And I'm sure you guys have seen all kinds of advertisements for this movie. I'm sure you've seen it in the Oscars and probably the Grammys because it has a really nice soundtrack. But yeah, we'll be going over this movie today. So I got the plot and review off of Wikipedia because I don't want to spoil anything, and I tend to do that a lot. So this is what it said. Joe is a middle school band teacher whose life hasn't quite gone the way he expected. His true passion is jazz, and he's good. But when he travels to another realm to help someone find their passion, he soon discovers what it means to have soul. Okay, and here are the characters. So, Joe Gardner. So, ever since Joe was little, he dreamed of becoming a famous jazz pianist. But right now, he's currently a middle-aged middle school band teacher, and his life is pretty boring to say the least. You know, he had ambitions of becoming a super famous jazz musician, but he works with middle school band kids who don't really want to be there, except for one kid that he helps out a lot. However, it's known that he still has ambitious dreams, and in the beginning of the movie, he gets a once in a lifetime opportunity to perform with a legendary jazz group. This is his big break that he's been waiting for his whole life. However, his mom disapproves because she thinks that he is too old to be chasing after unrealistic dreams, and she believes that his passion of becoming a dream of becoming a famous musician has to die out soon and he has to get serious about his career and money. Right before his big performance, though, he accidentally steps into the Great Before, which is the another round that the plot talked about. And it's a place where souls get their interests, passions, personalities, and things before they land into Earth. So 22 is a soul that has been in the great beyond for thousands of years. And in the great beyond, it is the responsibility of legendary mentors and legendary people in from Earth that have died to mentor these souls before they go to Earth so they can find their passions and make Earth a better place. So, because 22 has been in the great beyond for thousands of years, she's been mentored by pretty much everyone famous that you can think of, like Mother Teresa, Abraham Lincoln, Vincent van Gogh, Martin Luther King Jr., and the list goes on. However, no single mentor has been able to successfully help find 22 her true passion or thing. And every single soul needs to have a passion slash thing to go to Earth. And you might be wondering, why weren't they successful? And the reason is because 22 refuses to go to Earth. She thinks that Earth is disgusting, hideous, and she would much rather stay in the great beyond than go to Earth because she believes that it's not worth to go there. And Terry is one of the most important workers in the great beyond who keeps track of every single person who died and is going to the afterlife or is going to the great beyond and is ready to go to Earth. She keeps a tally, but she's the first to notice a mistake in her tally. And throughout the entire movie, she obsesses over the reasoning behind it. I guess you can call her the antagonist of this movie, but she's not your typical antagonist because she's not necessarily evil or anything. She's basically just doing her job because her job is to keep a tally of every single soul that is going into Earth and leaving Earth. And Joe accidentally stepping into the great beyond messed up everything, and she spends the entire movie trying to fix it. Okay, and my rating is a 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I decided a 9 out of 10 because of the cons I will talk about later. So first off, the pro is it's very inspirational. To me, I felt that the movie was about finding the beauty in the mundane and in life. It is also about finding and following your passion, but the movie stresses to the viewer that it is okay to not have a big, grand, ambitious plan in life. You know, some people have dream jobs, but some people don't, and that is okay. And I felt that overall, meaning behind this movie was to find the meaning in everyday life. And you don't need a big passion to keep going. If you just find the beauty in everyday things, that is enough reason to keep going. The movie also has funny characters. So the dialogue in the movie is not cringy or cheesy like some Disney movies are. It's actually really funny. And the jokes have many layers to them. Like they're not slapstick comedy, that's very common, but it has many different meanings behind them. Also, 22 was a very sarcastic character, and I love characters who are like that because they act as a great foil to the main character, and she was really funny. It also has a great diversity because the setting is in it was either in New York City or Louisiana. I totally forget which place it was, but you see characters from all kinds of backgrounds and all kinds of moments in their life. You know, you meet characters who have achieved their passion, such as the group that Joe is going to perform with, or people who are still finding their passion, like 22. And I really like that you saw every kind of different character there is. And then for the cons, the biggest criticism I have of this movie is that although it is a kids movie, I feel the take home message is a little too mature for most kids to grasp. Most kids they aren't concerned about what they're going to do for the rest of their life, but they're just concerned about, hanging out with their friends. But you guys are middle schoolers and you guys might be, ready to go to high school. And in high school, they really try to stress, finding your dream job, finding what you want to do in college. And I think middle school is a pivotal um, moment in your life to figure these sorts of things out. So I feel like you guys might really like Soul. Um, so yeah, I also thought that it was a little too short. It wasn't short at all, but in my opinion, it felt a little short because I really would have liked to see what happened to Joe in 22 at the end, I really wanted to see how their life went on at the end, but I think that was also the beauty in the movie because it didn't really tell you how their life ended, what went on. And I think they just wanted you to make that inference. They wanted you to create their happy ending, I guess. So, overall, it was an amazing movie, and I highly recommend watching it with your family. And it really deserved every award that it got.